Greetings, this is M Squared, and we're going to just take a minute to talk about vertical and horizontal lines. They often kind of mess kids up with their understanding because they don't have a y and an x. So it's really important to be able to recognize when a line is vertical and when it's horizontal. You'll see here that vertical lines only have x's. So here's some examples of lines that only have x's. And horizontal lines only have y's. So here are some examples of lines that just have y's. And keep in mind, well, I just want to graph a few so you know, an x equals line is a vertical line. That means it goes up and down, and a horizontal line goes left to right, kind of like the horizon. If you look out on the horizon, that's how I used to remember which one was which. So vertical lines, what you do is you go on the x-axis, since it's an x equals, and you go over whatever it tells you, so go over 3. And so anywhere on this line where you're 3 to the right of the y-axis is where x is 3, and all of those points have x3. Y is changing, but x is staying the same. That's why we call it x equals 3. So to graph this one, we'd go -5, and anywhere on that line where x is -5, and then we just graph x equals -5. Keep in mind that x equals 0 is the y-axis. It's the same thing. And sometimes that's really confusing to students because they see an x equals here and they see a y-axis here. Remember, the y-axis is x equals 0 because all along this point, this point is 0, 2. This point is 0, I think it's 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yes. This point is 0, 0. This point is 0, -2. Notice that all along this line, my x's are 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. That's why we call the line x equals 0. Similarly, with the y, let's graph these two y lines. This is y equals 6 because I went up 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. If I go up 0, I'm on this x-axis. So the x-axis is y equals 0. All along this line, this is -1, 0. This is 3, 0. All along this line, y is 0. That's why I call this line y equals 0. And even though it's the x-axis, it's y equals 0. So keep that in mind. If you're able to recognize when you have a vertical or horizontal line, it really makes things a lot easier. And remember, the slope here is a 0, and the slope here is, there's two ways that they write it. They either say it's undefined, or we say there is no slope, no m, no slope. Either one is usually acceptable, but you might want to figure out which way your teacher prefers it. Good luck. M Squared, signing out.